Hello. Alright, I'm gonna fix a couple things here, but welcome to the stream. Let me adjust the sim volume a little bit, and if you guys can hear it okay, just let me know. I don't want to have too loud sim and my voice fading in the background, but if you are here watching, welcome to the stream. Today we are going to fly from Rio to Cape Town with the fastest aircraft in the sim as of today, the Darkstar. This aircraft makes it possible us to cross from South America to Africa in probably less than half an hour. Excuse me, if you are planning to join us, please spawn at the runway 15 of Sierra Bravo Golf Lima, and we will be taking off shortly. As we have limited time, I don't know who is here, but well, so again, I'm not able to see who is here, who is not, so just hi to all, and thanks for stopping by. And we will get going. Looks like we have a less busy stream today. Maybe people are busy, maybe they are enjoying their weekend, so be it, that's fine. What we'll do is we have full tanks. We will disengage the parking brake and get going here. Alright, afterburners. We're looking for 160 knots indicated airspeed. Oh, there we go. Rotate. Positive rate, gear is coming up, and we'll maintain a 10-degree pitch. Let's turn to follow our flight plan, which is a direct plan from Cape Town, Rio to Cape Town. So we'll try to stick to the plan. There we go, and we'll gradually climb up to 20 degrees and maintain Mach 0.9. I'm gonna try to watch the chat as well while I'm doing this, so that I don't miss anything, but this is a pretty darn fast aircraft, so you will see me going silent to get things done. So alright, we will pitch up to 20. We passed Mach 0.92. Hey Mark! Oh, just starting up. Do you want me to restart? Wait for you? I am climbing up to, I don't know, 25,000, and just left the airport, so you shouldn't be too far away. I'm pretty sure you can catch up. I waited a little bit, and after not seeing anyone, decided to start. By the way, why I cannot hear anything in Discord? Let me just check that very quickly.
It's working again. Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Now I'm hearing. Alright, Wanderer says nice takeoff. Yes, I was fully loaded with fuel, Wanderer, and I'm ready to actually roll over to pass the sound barrier, so let's do that. And pitch down to about 10 degrees first, and then gradually to 20 to break the sound barrier, I guess. I should have done this a little bit earlier. But so be it, we are about to break the sound barrier, which we did just now. Alright, we'll trade the altitude for speed, roll over again, and start gradually pitching up, which she will do it on her own. I don't have to really touch anything. Mark, are you spawning at the runway?
Yeah, I'll start at the runway to hurry things up a bit.
That's okay. I mean, you'll probably make it up to us or follow from behind.
Yeah. Are you doing unlimited fuel? Because I think the range is less than 3,000 K for this plane.
Yeah, I just took off with
For nautical miles.
full fuel,
Sorry.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see, but what's the
Theoretically,
distance?
if you fly high, if you get high enough, you could probably dead stick land it if you ran out of fuel.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can probably magically fuel up mid-air if I have to, because there is no other way. So, yes, Wanderer, I was fully loaded with fuel, 100% fuel, all tanks filled up to the caps. So yeah, she was fully loaded.
Shoot, wrong plane.
Wrong plane.
Forgot to change. I changed it last night and it defaulted back to some other plane. I wasn't paying attention.
I don't know. I mean, I was flying the 146 last night. And curious about the sim update 10. I think there are some mixed feelings about that update, and people were saying it could be the second sim update 5 incident. They believe it's buggy. I don't know if it's true or
Something
not.
went buggy here. Yeah, because I was flying that plane last night. I didn't change it, and now it defaulted to another plane.
Oh, okay. Are you on the beta? Are you like sim update 10 beta or something? Are
Oh no, it shouldn't be. I just went. I only do the official ones.
Ah, okay. I don't know if when they are going to release it, but I'm scared a little bit. About to pass Mark 3, and what I realized was I was trying to do this, right? I have never flown the Darkstar, and I came to realize that this aircraft in fact has 4 engines, and you need to map 4 throttle axis to those 4 engines for this guy to go up to Mach 9. I was getting
saw that
stuck.
in your video.
Yeah, I found it. Oh, there we go. I found it by the hard way, trial and error, and I was asking like, why it's not. Well, that sure enough, that was the throttle axis that I wasn't sure I had to assign 4 engines. Now it's all good.
To the Cape Town International.
Huh?
Going to Cape Town International Airport.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't landed this thing, so I don't know. Don't expect too much for landing part of the flight, but yeah, that's where we are going. Alright, we should be climbing a little bit more.
Oh, there. It's FACT, eh? FACT, is it?
FACT, yes. Foxtrot Alpha Charlie Tango.
Okay, so I was just checking the range of this plane is well under 3,000 nautical mile. The trip though is almost 3,300. I know it's pretty limited range this plane, but I don't worry about that.
We'll see. I don't know. Right now, I'm just monitoring the tanks and see how much fuel she's gonna burn by the time we get there. And you know,
We
we have
to go
a
to econo cruise at Hypersonic 4 or something.
yeah. You know, we have a magical invisible tanker waiting for us at 120,000 feet. So.
They use that in the movie. I didn't watch the movie yet.
Oh. Okay, I was reading the chat. Sorry, Mark. I missed what you said. But Wanderer is saying, from what I could read at some posts, if you don't push the Darkstar to max power, it has range to almost do an entire loop around Earth, keeping it around Mach 5 or 6. Could be true. But for today, we are going to push her to the limits. We are going like Whatever
What's
mark
going on?
she can cruise at.
Hey, if you get your height up enough, in theory, like it's kind of BS. They tell you that it can only it maxes out at 150,000 foot altitude, but
No,
this
she
hits
keeps
like around the
climbing. People went just like what 200,000 feet or something with this thing, and nothing happened. But I'm gonna
I
try
went
to.
up to you go up to about 400 and then you bounce off a glass ceiling. It's really weird.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
tried
stay
it.
around 150,000 and try to level off and stick to what Mark 8.5, 6. So be it. That's fine.
So off. Okay.
And you need to constantly trim her down because she wants to climb. Alright, let's turn a little bit more. And we'll go outside. It's loud inside, but it's dead silent outside, which is so peaceful. After hearing all kinds of noises in the flight sim. There you go. Just pure silence. It's kind of fun, this aircraft. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of fighter jets in sim. I think I have said this before. If I'm craving for fighter jets, I would probably go and fire up DCS. But yeah, it's interesting how this thing 160,000 feet. We are doing Mach 8 point. We are slowing down, so I don't know if we need to stay around 120 to do Mach 9. That I don't know. And my speed tape is doing some weird things here. So anyway.
Oh, I gotta.
We are fine. So I'm not sure. I'm just watching the flight on Sim Toolkit Pro to get some situational awareness on where we are. But looks like we are doing just fine, and this shouldn't take like more than an hour to get to Cape Town in this thing. Looks like. We'll see here in a little bit, but we have like what 2600, I'm sorry, nautical miles to our destination. And well, as I said, we'll magically fill the tanks. Oh, hey, Haro, welcome. Yes, we are flying the Darkstar, because this is the only aircraft that can get us from Rio to Cape Town in about an hour. So, the world tour will continue with Africa next week, and we might just go some retro and go back to DC6 and have a DC6 flight from Cape Town to somewhere. Yeah, we're trying to cross the ocean towards Africa. Yeah, I mean, this idea actually came from Mark. I was thinking about the Concorde, but Concorde will take probably 6 hours to get there. So this will probably work better and get us, I mean, at least now we have an aircraft that can get us from one continent to another in an hour and a half. That's amazing. We can go back to what in this thing. We can go like we can go anywhere if we like this time, and you know, fly something. But I don't think if using the Darkstar at hypersonic speeds to fly from one continent to other is fun. I don't know if you do it once, twice. I think that's okay, but this probably is not a good live stream to watch, because there is really nothing going on. It's me talking about stuff. Oh, look at the sun. Can I take a screenshot of this? There we go. And I need to keep trimming her down, man. I mean, she keeps climbing like crazy. Let's get that speed back, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Give me that speed back. Don't slow down. Why are you slowing down? You should be speeding up. That's interesting. Uh-oh. What's going on? Ooh. Gave me a heart attack for a sec. This aircraft does this, by the way. Does some weird things. Aura, no, this is not the new normal time. We will stick to 2 p.m. Going forward. I had some plans that I couldn't cancel. That requires me to leave the house around 2 p.m. So that's why we are streaming at, actually I'm streaming at noon. But going forward, no, it will change back to what it was. And yeah, I know. So how is everything going in your life? Everything okay? I mean, I was busy too. Couldn't find time to record a video or stream or fly in the sim because it was too busy past couple weeks.
Yeah, I was
But
on
I think,
vacation.
yeah, I mean, I took some time off to take care of couple things before the school started for the kids, but it's just mainly around physical therapy appointments, doctor appointments to get him back on his feet. Oh, you are off to Japan on Friday? Wow. In real life, I mean, you are just... Oh, you're real busy flying around the world on real planes. So he's going to Japan. Well, enjoy your trip, Auro. I wanna go to Tokyo one day. I'm really curious and want to see. There are a couple places on my bucket list to go.
It's
Tokyo
her
is
pleasure. For
Tokyo is
Avro.
one of them, and then Australia and New Zealand is the other. Oh, that's where you're heading? Okay. That's great. So if you happen to take some photos and like to share them with us, you can you can just use the real life photos of Discord to show us how to talk. Work for you? What kind of work is that? I don't know. I mean, do you are you asking me to work for you? Is that what you're saying? Ah, you said works for me. I guess. Ah, it's a work trip for you. Okay, I got you. So you're going to work. You're not going for leisure. But as I said, if you take some photos and want to share them with us, you know there's an in real life photos channel in our Discord. So feel free to make some posts there to show us Tokyo. But enjoy the trip, and I hope you have great time there, even if you are working. So I'm not sure why she's slowing down. I'm gonna try to get down to 120,000 to see if that's where she makes her highest or top speed. I don't know. Ah, there we go. We are picking up some speed, looks like. Let's get down to 120 and stay around there. To catch up, or did you took off? Good thing she is very stable. So I think this is the most stable aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator when it comes to controlling her. She doesn't drift, she doesn't do crazy things, she doesn't bank, she's like straight as an arrow.
Unless you're at too low altitude and you go hypersonic like I was, then it gets pretty scary.
Yeah, if you...
Just buffeting everywhere, but once I cleared 40,000 feet, I was back to normal.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I had some weird interactions with Darkstar at low altitudes, hypersonic speeds. She was doing some crazy stuff, and I ended up probably damaging the airframe on multiple occasions where I was trying to get up to hypersonic speed. So I think that's a possibility. And she was doing crazy stuff. As you said.
Hey, Sim, can you give me a magnetic bearing here, because it's lost track of the route here.
So my heading right now is 131.
Okay.
And as far as I can tell from what I see on Sim Toolkit Pro, we are almost halfway through, like in the middle of the ocean here. And I need to turn that bearing a little bit more, Mark, because I'm drifting to the right, so that is gonna become probably, let's see, 129, 128-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, so, something about 128 is, I think, my magnetic heading right now.
All right.
Oh, she's climbing again. Like, you just leave her for a second and she's all about going up again into the space. That's what she's trying to do. So this is my trim wheel, bouncing her up and down. Sorry about that, guys, and she doesn't like the trim wheel. So that I can tell you. But looks like we are going up to Mach 9 again, or 8.5, which is fine. Because in what? How long it's been since we started at the runway? 22 minutes. So roughly 20 minutes and we are halfway through this. Landing part, I don't know. So don't quote me on that. I have never landed in the Darkstar. So just giving you my... giving you guys a disclaimer and a heads up. Expect anything to happen.
I don't know why, but you know, I simply chose a VFR route in the flight sim, and
what I did is world map menu. What I did is I selected IFR high altitude, and then direct departure from runway 15 and arrival to, I believe, runway 01.
Okay.
That's I can't remember which one I selected, but it looks like a straight in approach, like the aircraft takes a 90-degree turn and then straight into the runway. So that's the one I selected. But it's probably going to take a couple tries to land this thing, given the fact that I have never landed with Darkstar, and she does have spoilers, but I don't think she has flaps, as far as I remember.
Oh, it's no flaps. I can find.
So you'll probably use the airframe to pitch up and slow her down like you do in Concorde, or put the rear wheels down and then keep the nose up to bleed the speed on the runway. Something like that. We will try, but don't expect a super professional bother landing, and my landings are never like that, so I'm pretty sure you can relate to that if you have watched a couple of the other streams.
Mach 9.99 at 275,000 feet.
Oh wow, you're what? You are almost into the space.
Oh, I see the stars here.
Oh man, I know I'm not climbing that. I'm trying to stay around the same altitude by trimming her down. And our distance is 1500 feet, so 1500 miles to Cape Town, which is like, oh man, it's
wait till I see
amazing.
the continent.
I am halfway, probably I'm halfway through, in the middle of the route here, in the top of the ocean. I don't know if we can see below and how much cloud coverage we have, but we can surely check and see from outside what we see. There you go, ocean right there. And then there is no continent in sight at this point. Maybe just a little bit more.
Still 2,700 nautical miles.
Okay, so you are, I am 2,700 you said?
The distance is finally counting properly. For a while it was just frozen and pointing the wrong direction, the marker to the airport.
Oh, I see. My
Now
distance says it is 1,400 miles.
So I'm going faster than you, so I'll probably catch up.
Yeah, you might catch up to me, because I'm doing 8.5 at max. If you're doing...
This thing's dropping like 100 nautical miles every few seconds in terms of distance. It's just amazingly fast.
Oh yeah. Oh. And my speed tape is going crazy here. I don't know what's going on, but look at that.
Yeah, you're 9.98.
I'm getting
8.7. 8.8.
Okay,
yeah,
so
okay.
as I get closer to 120,000 feet, she keeps going or accelerating towards Mach 9. Okay, I think someone is enjoying something or trying to spam the chat, but Nightbot was this time right on spot. He usually is not like that, so yeah, I'll stay around 130, 120,000 feet. I'm doing 8.9, so that's fine.
This is very interesting. The Microsoft is showing distance to the airport, and if the drone in certain positions, it refuses to count down. In other positions, I'm looking head on at the plane, then it counts down properly. So it's all buggered up. Yeah.
That's interesting. But right now my heading is 122. So if you are curious about that, that's 122. And I have 1,200 miles to go. As you said, in a matter of minutes, we are covering like hundreds of miles with this thing. And I still have a lot of fuel. So it looks like when you are using the scramjets, she is not burning as much. Or she is burning something completely like from outside, that hydrogen, whatever. Because I don't see fuel going down at this point. So fuel is like staying where it is.
Actually, the magneto line showed up again in my flight tracker here on the panel, so I'm able to see whether I'm on the proper heading. Disappeared for a while. I have no idea. After I left Rio, it was there for a while when I launched, and then it just disappeared. Like,
it's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah. It literally was a VFR flight. I'm looking for a continent to show up, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I see clouds on Microsoft Flight Simulator's live weather trying to pop in, but aside from that, nothing I see there. So, all right, I'm gonna trim down again, go a little bit to the left to get back on the flight plan track I see there. Yeah, Auro, she is. Yeah, look at that. All
It's
the
really
the
heating
leading
up.
edges that touches the air as they are like glowing.
Yep. Same effect here.
Uh, it's yeah. It's a nice aircraft. Okay, fun to fly. Don't expect this to be like super realistic, but it's fun to fly, and this is the only thing that can get you from A to B, very long distances. A
We're
being
still
on one
working on
continent and two B being on another one in less than an hour. So literally.
airliners that will do this.
I don't know if
In
we
the
will
works.
have. I Hey, there was this aircraft that they are working on that was going to fly like at least up to Mach 3. But I forgot. It was looking like the Concorde, but it was being developed or something. I'm not sure if it's still happening. I
Yeah,
remember reading something
a
like that.
European commission. Well, they commissioned an engineering study. They wanted manufacturers or designers to submit proposals to design a hypersonic passenger aircraft that would fly at minimum Mach 5 and get you from Brussels to Sydney in about 5 hours.
Oh my gosh, that sounds awesome, but I don't want to
Yeah.
think about how much those tickets will cost.
Well, the designer was saying they're trying to get it down to the equivalent of first class travel on conventional airline.
Auro says Boom Aeronautics or something. Okay, I will look it up after the stream when I get a chance. But look at that, we have like 900 miles left, and we only left like what? Roughly, we left around half an hour ago, and we have like 10 minutes to our destination. So the question now is, how do we descend this thing from 130,000 feet down to whatever that is to land?
It's very easy to overshoot.
It is probably, and I'm thinking like I should be thinking about descending right now and maybe cut the scramjet power a little bit and go down. Okay, I'm gonna start descending. Alright, scramjets are slowing down, but she didn't like that, so okay. Yep, that's what I'm trying to do, Auro. I should better start descending. We're going down, that's for sure. And I cut the... There's no way to cut the scramjet power, I guess. So...
You can turn it off.
Yeah. And then the other engines will kick in, you mean?
They may not kick in right away because you're going too fast.
Yeah, you need to...
You could destroy them if they try
What's
to.
going on? This is what I was scared about, so okay. Let's turn off the scramjets. And engine reset for the...
Turn off the fuel cell, maybe.
I hear engines spooling, so fuel cells off. And we need to get below what? 80,000 feet for the jet engines to become a little bit efficient, effective, whatever.
Yeah.
But we're going down.
Going down, all right.
We are going down. What was that song? Timber?
Yeah.
Keisha? She was singing with Pitbull. I think the song was called Timber, right? Yeah. But it's okay, we are still fast. Not as fast, but, well, 700 miles at supersonic. I think we should be okay. Yeah, don't do that.
Speed 5,300 knots. Don't see that too much in the business jet.
Yeah, you'll probably make it up to me or catch me up because I'm now doing Mach 3.8 and this is gonna probably get stuck at Mach 3.67, and that's the most you can do with the jet engines, I think. But we are going pretty fast to the altitude, so I need to turn left a little bit to get back on the heading. There we go. We should be fine though. It's alright. It's gonna add a couple more minutes to our flight, but safe to be. It's better to be safe than sorry and overshoot the airport. So 600 miles, so, and that's counting down pretty fast, so we should be fine.
Tim, I have no idea what my altitude is, but it's not what it's indicated because it's showing I have a climb rate of 160,000 and I'm always stuck at 275.
So you are at
something's fun.
275,000 feet?
But it always indicates 275, but the vertical speed is 160,000 positive, so I have no idea what's going on.
So you're probably from Darkstar, you are transitioning from Darkstar to Challenger. That's what's happening.
I did feel like I was in low Earth orbit here. I mostly see stars, not too much of the Earth.
Yeah, we'll see if the fuel will be enough, because we started burning that fuel pretty darn fast right now after switching to jet engines from scramjets. And I have no intentions to fire up the scramjets again, because nope. I'm just trying to steadily descend and hopefully get to a point where I can slow down and land this aircraft. We will see. We will see. I need to find a way to study landing. Okay, that's okay. I'm admitting I suck at landing aircraft. I try, but sometimes it's very easy to miss and overshoot and do stupid things. So I need to start practicing landings. 146 last night. I was flying from, what was it? Manchester to Geneva, and the landing was just fine. I was able to land, but I think it's just the live streams making me stressed a little bit, or trying to control too many things at the same time, looking at too many screens like chat, other stuff. That could be why as well. Keep descending, buddy. Keep descending.
How far out were you when you started your descent?
Probably 900, 800 nautical miles-ish.
Okay, I'm getting there.
And then I switched off the scramjets to slow her down to Mach 5-ish and started descending. Just to distract you some more. Exactly. But we'll see. As I said, Darkstar never landed this thing, so expect anything to happen.
Boom's not making a hypersonic. They're making a supersonic, just a little under Mach 2 jet.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It's a kind of like a mini Concorde, but it's supposed to be much more fuel efficient. And, United pre-ordered quite a few of them. I think about 50. United Airlines. Yeah.
So probably they will use that aircraft for international, like over the Atlantic type of flights.
Yeah, there's a documentary about them on YouTube, Boom Aviation or whatever they call themselves. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what about Sim Update 10? I haven't read a lot. I was super busy, but only thing I read is it's buggy and it might be a second Sim Update 5 fiasco. That's what people are saying. I hope not.
Yeah, check my.
I was really excited about DLSS and DirectX 12 to get a little bit more performance. I know DLSS is not as better as temporal anti-aliasing, but I think it's a good compromise between performance and quality. So I don't know. All right, what? 400 miles. So from here on, we can just morph Darkstar into a Boeing 737 and continue our flight with a Boeing from here on. But no, I'm just kidding. I wish there was such thing to, you know, transform into a different aircraft. Like, you know, what was that transformer? Who was a F-18 Hornet from Decepticons? Can't remember his name, but something like that, transforming into a Boeing 737 between a Darkstar and Boeing 737. Starscream, yes, you're right. Thank you, Auro. Yep, Starscream, something like that. But I don't think then it will be called a flight simulator anymore if they do something like that in this sim.
It'll be a video game.
Yeah, yeah.
I know you hate.
And then I will just leave it alone if that happens. Just wanted to, oh, she's climbing again. No, 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 no. You are just descending. You don't know it just yet. As I'm gonna cut some power back. That should also help with... Maybe I should cut the power to mill so that the afterburners are disengaged. Let's see. Yep, no afterburners. Will probably slow down, but that's okay. And she is probably going to descend down gradually, which should save us some fuel. And in about 17 minutes, we will be at our destination, Cape Town. How amazing is that?
The future of air travel.
Literally, like in 45-50 minutes, you can fly from South America to Africa. Yeah, I probably could glide most of the way, Auro. I'm just trying to manage the power. And then make her go down, but I don't want to slow down too much, because then that's gonna make it longer. So I want to stay around Mach 3.5, 3.6 to cover the distance a little bit faster. We are down to... We are below 400 miles now, so we are getting there. And I will at some point probably cut the throttles to slow down and then get ready for landing. But I'm gonna keep going at Mach 3.56 probably for until like we have 100 miles left ish, 100, maybe less. And looks like the fuel we are burning, but we'll be okay probably. Mark, I don't know what you think. I have the last wing tanks are the last tanks I got left. How much fuel is that? Let me see.
Oh, yeah, I think you're fine.
I have 14% fuel left, so
you're descending.
I'm descending, but I'm descending like with what?
3.6.
Yeah. I'm burning fuel while descending.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's okay. we'll get there. I'll manage the descent and maybe cut a little bit more throttle to conserve some fuel and get close to Mach 3-ish maybe.
I've lost my bearing indicator, but that's okay.
You lost your bearing indicator. This aircraft, I can say, it does still have some bugs. It is not completely bug free.
But I'm still reducing the distance to the destination, so I know I'm on track.
And I think it might be a good idea for Microsoft to look into adding some sort of very basic autopilot to this aircraft that can at least
Yeah.
hold the altitude and
Yeah,
fly
because
a heading.
when you're flying really high, following a magnetic bearing, it tends to drift because you're too far away from the planet.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Dynamics.
It's
You don't run
interesting
into this at
physics.
40,000 feet. Yeah.
Interesting
You're into a
physics
different
coming
mode.
into play, but still, I think they can at least give something that can hold the altitude. Okay, because she tends to climb unintentionally, and
I think you were
that
too low. If you get up to where I was, 275, it's rock steady. And it didn't drift
is it.
1 foot up or down. Well, it could be fake news because I said the vertical climb had a different idea, but when I pushed it down to descend, it actually started to move down from 275 finally.
Oh, okay.
But the whole thing's kind of fake news. I don't know which one is fake news and which one's that give me the real facts about my altitude, the vertical descent or vertical indicator or the altitude indicator. One of them's buggered up.
Oh, I see. Okay, I am at 35,000 feet. I think I'm gonna maintain this for a while because we still have 269 miles to our destination. And our speed is now below 1.6, so which is fine. We are using the last bits of our fuel. And I don't know if I should have gone a little bit faster and maintained the speed.
I'm hypersonic at 70,000, going Mach 6.6.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the fuel.
900 miles out. Yeah. So it can be done. You can stay hypersonic, it looks
Yep,
like.
if you stay hypersonic, it can be done. I probably descended or started my descent too early. So now I'm below Mach 1. Which is fine, but that's gonna add to... Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna magically refuel us, okay? And then go at least Mach 3. Sorry, not realistic, but yep. I'm slowing down too much and it's gonna take forever to get there. So instead, I'm gonna do this. Stay above, at least stay around Mach 3-ish. Not planning to go hypersonic. I'm gonna stay level and at least get up to Mach 3.
Down to 60,000 feet, Mach 6.3.
Okay, so you're probably what? 3 times, no, 5, almost 5 times faster than I am. Yeah, Arrow. We discussed this at the beginning of the stream. We have a magical tanker aircraft that can refuel in a matter of seconds. So, alright, this is better. Mach 1.5. I would rather like a little bit closer to Mach 2-ish. That will get us there. How are we doing in it comes to Okay, look at that drift. So I need to turn left a little bit, a lot, to get there. Get back on track. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I think the sun is going down, ain't it? Yeah, when you travel that fast from South America to Africa, that time difference and jet lag will kill you. What? So in about an hour, you are going to what? 7 hours, 8 hours of difference in time? Something like that, ain't it? Okay, we are back to Mach point 3.6, so that should get, oops, oops, up, 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 up. What happened now? Oh my gosh. How did I, like, overstressed? Really?
Overstressed the aircraft.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. I want to finish this, so I'm not going back to Rio. But let's see if we can fix this. Where were we at? Somewhere here. Do we have a place to start? No, 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 that's too much. Maybe here. This is what I don't like. Okay, 205 kilometers. Airborne, 80,000 feet. Well, can I just change that to something more reasonable? Like maybe 40,000 feet?
At your cruise.
Let's see what's happening, or what's gonna happen now when I hit fly. Yep, I went full Maverick, Eduardo. You're right. And I killed myself, so you can just... I probably have to put something in next to my name saying the sim pilot. KIA, killed in action. Alright, we are doing something here. But no, 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 no. Let's just change this time to something that I can see the ground. Okay. Now, we are at, in fact, we are at 80,000 feet. Okay. And okay, we're not gonna magically refuel again. I'm gonna cut the power. And we wanna drop
See you
the
yet,
nose
but maybe
down.
you're too far away.
Yeah, I'm too close now. I am like what, 80 miles? And I'm too high.
Out.
Oops.
About 500 nautical miles.
Yeah, I'm gonna push the nose down. Like I'm going into a 10-degree dive to here to lose the altitude, and I'm cutting the throttles back to like idle so that I don't stress the aircraft like last time. I don't know, this is what I was doing. Same speed, and it said you stressed the aircraft. Well, okay, how that happened? As I said, she doesn't like the trim wheel, and I was using trim wheel, so that might be why. get there. We are slowing down, so which is what we want. And we are losing altitude like crazy. And we are also slowing down. That's a little bit interesting, don't you think? You are, yeah, actually we are flying supersonic, so that's expected, right? We are slowing down to probably below Mach 1, and then we will manage everything from there. But we are down to 37,000 feet, which is fine. 40 miles, still too close, and we will see. I'll try to get at least find the airport and turn around and try to land. Yep, magic time changer, like Auro said. Well, I don't know. I didn't do too crazy of a maneuver to stress the aircraft, so I don't know what happened there. But, well, my apologies, guys. At least I want to finish the flight and land this thing, so that's what I'm trying to do. 18,000 feet. Okay, we still need to lose a lot. And we are below Mach. Okay, that's better. This should give us what we need.
Land ho.
Are you close?
No, I'm watching it on your heads up there, or your terrain following. I mean, I don't see it yet. I'm still 350.
Okay. And I am at, okay, I need to give her some speed. Actually,
Me
30
in at Mach
miles.
6.4 though.
Cats are asking for something, walking around me, so he's probably asking me to open the window so that he can look outside. If you are hearing some meows, that's him.
Oh yeah.
All right, 4,000 feet. I think I need to think about leveling off, giving her some power. And there we go. To slow it down, I know that. And I think that 250 knots below 10,000 doesn't apply to military jets. Does it? So where are we? Woohoo! Look at those mountains. Am I high enough to clear those mountains? Looks like I am. I won't descend and keep it like that. I should be fine. 20 miles to the airport. And that should be somewhere right there after that mountain range in front of us. No, 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 no. You're not going down, buddy. Not just now.
ViewSonic.
All right. Yep, we are. Hell, look at that. We are probably going to pass right from that little valley between two mountains right here. And that's where probably where the airport is, because otherwise we are probably going to find ourselves right in front of that mountain. And I'm trying to see something that looks like an airport. I thought Cape Town was like next to the sea, wasn't it? The airport, I mean.
I don't know.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I'm gonna try to aim for that. Try to aim for this passage here. Yep, that's what I wanted to do. And then turn around for the airport. It's really hard to see around in this thing. Yeah, you have this map, but that doesn't give you too much.
Well, turbulence. And once you go down to around 40,000, you can't do hypersonic. It won't be steady. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what happened to me. That caused the airframe to stress the airframe and damage it. Probably that's what happened to me. Overfly Table Mountain. That's what I did, I guess. Arrow. And here we are. We should be seeing the airport somewhere in the distance, like somewhere there at that coastline. Here is Cape Town.
Oh, I see you. Anyway.
And I still don't see an airport.
Oh, what's going on here?
I'm just looking to see where the airport is. Oh, there it is. Finally, it decided to render. There is the airport. So what we'll do is we'll turn, fly towards the sea, do a probably teardrop, turn around and come back. That's what I'm thinking to do.
Hey Sim, my once I dropped out of hypersonic velocity, my engines automatically fired up, my turbofans.
Oh, did it? Did they? Okay.
Automatically, yeah.
So
Smart.
that's good. That's good to know too, because I was not sure if they will fire up or not, to be
I cut
honest.
throttle to half and I hit that turbulence going hypersonic, and then everything kind of switched over to the turbofans.
Okay. Okay.
About 38,000 feet.
That's good to know. So go a little bit out, like 5-6 miles from the airport, and then probably turn around, or we can pull a different maneuver, do a 360 barrel roll, something like that. If we want to do some crazy stuff, but I'm gonna try to fly around and turn around like a reasonable person and do not pull some Top Gun Maverick maneuvers, which are not realistic, to be honest with you. There was these fighter pilots from United States Navy reviewing the footage in the movie,
Maverick, yeah.
whether they are like that maneuvers are really realistic or not, and they all said like, nope, you will be fired from the fighter jet school if you pull some maneuvers like this, like when he passes between two jets. That should be the airport, isn't it?
The only hold up to Tom Cruise's career is he was never promoted past captain.
Yeah, as they said, like it is nope, it is not possible to do it like that, and they will fire you from the flight school if you try to pull a maneuver like that and pass between two students. Try to slow down. I see the runway, and this thing, as I said, I have never landed, so it's going to be a little bit challenging to align with the runway and land this thing. So I'm trying to do my best to get down. I think that black strip right there is the runway, and I probably need my landing gear at some point too, right?
Yep.
Might be nice to have landing gear during landing.
This works better.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I'm too low, see? Oh! That is the runway. That was not the runway. That was a wrong black strip. And looks like I'm not gonna land this time. Oh, maybe I do. Yeah, that's my landing. See that? I told you guys I never landed this thing, so...
Boy.
Should we want to try this again?
Ouch.
Let's try this one more time. I don't want to leave it at failure. So what do we do? Change the time. Start descending.
Now my magneto strip shows up, but it doesn't matter. I can already see the airport.
Yeah, I
well,
don't
not
know.
at the airport, but close enough. Like it works 23 nautical miles out. That's really useful.
Yeah, I don't know if I will be able to land this time. Not positive, as I said. Not seeing outside and trying to do it from this little screen is not really
You probably have to go outside.
great.
Allowed to cheat here because this is a terrible view.
Yeah, we'll try it one more time.
Actually, it's not really cheating. The new Gulfstream jets, you know, the 7-800 series, they have an outside camera just like a drone is mounted on the top of the tail. So you can actually get an outside view of your aircraft.
Oh, yeah, like the one in the A380. I think it has a camera at the vertical stabilizer that looks to the front that pilots can use because that thing is huge. They need some additional references, visual references using the cameras. Alexis says you can do it. I don't know, Alexis. I'm not really confident about this because that was the first time I was trying to land the Darkstar. I never landed this aircraft, so I'm gonna cut the power again like we did.
Mountains are beautiful.
And we are going to try to come down. We are still supersonic. That's where we passed, so we are super high this time. I think I need to push the nose down. Idle the throttles. Oops, that's what happened last time, I remember. We pulled more than 3G and she didn't like it, so... Alright, I'm aiming like this. And... thank you, Alexis. He says we believe in you. Well, thank you, guys. To be honest, I don't know if I believe in myself with this thing. But we'll see. We'll see. 37,000. Descending very rapidly at higher supersonic speed, so... we should be fine. Should I just try some spoilers to slow us down? That might just kill us again.
What's the orientation of this runway?
What was it?
North, south?
It's runway 01 and 19, so it's what? Somewhat...
pretty close to north-south orientation.
Yep, north-south-ish, correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little go around here.
Me too. I'm gonna start maybe going different heading and then turning towards runway heading. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to... what is it? 14,000? Okay. We probably need to pitch the nose up a little bit and shallow the descent. That will also give us time to slow down. What is the landing speed in this thing? Do you know? Like what speed you should be at to properly land but not drop? Okay.
At 160, I'm able to still not stall. So.
Okay. So we'll try 160 then. Hey, Mr. Cat, please do not go behind my computer. Get out of there. Oh gosh, he's like behind the computer right now. Sniffing curiously. Okay.
He used to jump on the keyboard.
Oh, like you should see my desk now because he was around me for 10 minutes and it's cat hair everywhere. So I need to clean my desk after the stream. I'm Gonna try to maintain 250. Chewing on the internet cable. Luckily, I use Wi-Fi Aura, but he's chewing on couple things back there. Get out, please. Up, go, go. No, go watch the birds. Yeah, go. There are some birds outside. Just go watch them. Don't mess with my computer.
Some birds. Transfixed by birds, I know.
I don't know. He's a male cat, so he's a tomcat. You can probably relate what I'm trying to say here. He's not an F-14, but he somehow likes airplanes, I guess, because he climbs on my lap whenever I'm flying in the sim. Cat in the aircraft? Yeah, I don't know, Alexis, if that's a good idea to have a cat in the aircraft. But when I'm flying in the sim, he always comes and climbs to my lap and sniffs around the keyboard and messes with the screen. So I think he likes what he sees, maybe. Alright, let's try this again and let's fail again. You know what that... Was it Gandhi who said that? Or is that the airport?
Remember that.
You tried, you failed, try again, fail bigger. Something like that. If I can only... Oh, that's the airport. Okay. How about doing a traffic pattern? Is this the airport? I might be wrong. This doesn't look like the airport. Yep, that's not our airport at least. Let's stay around this altitude. 1800, 2000, that's fine. We'll find Cape Town. That was a different airport. Alright, let's keep level. No descent, no climb.
Well, that's the strip. Not very well lit.
Oh, there it is. I saw it now, so I'm gonna try to approach properly. Sterile cockpit rules. Yeah, you might be right, Auro. I don't know what FAA will say if you have a cat in the cockpit. I think that's where I'm going. I'm going to that piece of black strip right there, right in front of us. I'm gonna cut the power so that I can drop my landing gear. That's the aiming point. That's the strip that I'm seeing. A bit sideways, so let's pitch up. And then I think below 250 we can drop the landing gear, don't we? That's the runway. This time I think I'm gonna land, I guess. Looks like it this time. There we go. Woo. Well, looks like I was able to touch down at least. Nope. Nope. Not my piece of cake.
Well, it's pretty difficult to land this thing.
Yeah, not my piece of cake. I'm gonna try one more time. If I land, I land. If I don't, that's it, man. I mean, as I said, never flew the Darkstar until like last week, and I thought I was landing. And the first try, so I think we need to come with a plan to steadily descend and maintain the speed. That's what's missing here. So let's try this one more time. So we are going to start our descent. We know where we are going this time. Going to start descending hypersonic and then We'll slow down. Yeah, I mean, I'll try again, but it's really hard to land. Fighter jets in general are hard to land. I'm not gonna lie. They are not easy. Let's see here. We'll try again. I'm gonna try to monitor my speed this time and see where I'm at in terms of speed. And this is the last try, guys. I need to get ready to leave for what I had going on with the family. We were planning to go to some friends because they purchased a house and we just wanted to bring them a housewarming gift, so that's what we are going to do. And this is the last try. If I land, I land. If I crash, I crash. That's it. Third time is a charm. That's right, Alexis. We'll see. 58,000 feet. Still think we are a little bit fast and high. I'm gonna slow down to normal speeds, I would say, below sound barrier. So I cut the throttles. Still descending. Slowing at the same time. Trying to gauge where the airport is. Probably come from the left again. That's what we did last time. Give ourselves a little bit more distance this time to approach. Hi Moto, welcome to the stream. You just joined at the last, like, right moment where you're watching Sim Pilot crashing the Darkstar for the third time. I was trying to land, which is not happening, Moto. So that's what we are trying to do here. Trying to crash land the Darkstar. Let me correct what I am saying here. And this thing is darn hard. Yeah, this thing is hard to land, I'm telling you. Maybe it's easy, but I haven't tried it, so practice makes it perfect, right? And Alexis thinks third time is a charm. And I might be able to put her onto the ground without any issues. Let's keep descending. We are still too high and very close. That should be the airport right there, isn't it? I don't know. Looks like it.
I'm heading towards it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly away from it first and then turn around. That's what I'm gonna do. To be at a reasonable altitude.
You have to keep your power up pretty high in this thing.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And then it's otherwise it drops like a rock from the sky, and there's literally like no landing. How are the air brakes? Never get the chance to try it, Moto. We will try it this time again. The airport should be somewhere in that distance. That area looks like the airport to me, so...
There you go.
Capture the localizer? Good idea, Moto. Yep, capture the localizer. I wish there was an equipment on this thing that can capture a localizer. Well, hold on, there's a nav frequency here, but I don't know. Without autopilot, does it make any difference? No, probably not. I'm taking a very steep turn here. And that... Alright, we are still high, 14,000 feet, 10 miles to the airport. We should better descend a little bit more. 10,000, 9,000, there we go. Pull up. Try to find the
Try to keep your
airport.
speed above 160 coming in.
If I can get down to the altitude that I need to be at, I'm gonna try to manage my speed next thing and try to find the airport.
Even 180. Just go fast and you'll have less problems. Otherwise it does drop like a rock.
Okay. I will keep that advice in mind, but I'm still too fast.
I've had
I'm
a
about
couple
like
hard
300
bounces.
knots, so I need to probably slow down a little bit more before I can add power. And I need to probably level off and maintain the altitude for now at 20,000 or 2,400 feet to be able to see the runway and land. There is still no clue where it might be at, so it's rather in the distance, looks like. Okay, I'm gonna keep the speed around 190, 180-ish this time.
Yep.
And that camera is not helping at all, by the way. It's bad. I'm gonna look from outside. Well, I don't see the airport still. But I'm level, flying 180, which is fine. It's really hard to see. It's really hard to see the airport in this thing. The crossing of the ocean was like 45 minutes tops, Moto. The landing part, this is the third try, and I don't know, something happened midstream that caused the aircraft to crash. It seemed to thinks I overstressed the airframe. And that looks like the airport, so yep, that black region in front of us looks like the airport, but I think I am approaching with an angle right now, so I need to correct my heading and get in line with the runway without dropping.
Need quite a bit of power just to keep it over 180 knots.
Still full power, and I'm not getting. Oh, saved it. Saved it. Yeah, she needs a lot of power. Otherwise, you said she's dropping like a rock from the sky. Let's see.
I'm landing at 172. I think this will work.
All right. There is the airport. If I can find the runway first.
Beautiful.
All right. See what I'm not. I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna do the same thing. Fly towards the sea, turn around, and try to do like a traffic pattern here. A longer one. And I think we need to get level. Got the thrust. Slow her down. And maintain the altitude for now. And come back. That's the plan. Okay. We're flying level, which is good.
It's beautiful if you don't let your airspeed drop below, 180 when you're about to touch down.
Okay. So that
so you have to keep about a third power to do that.
Oh, really? That might be my issue, because I was probably my power was too low to keep her flying.
We're all used to normal civilian aircraft. This thing needs a hell of a lot of power just to stay in the air.
Yep. Yep, because of how narrow the wings are, probably. That's why.
Getting the power in this thing means going down to like a quarter or a third.
Oh, really?
No. So I was still losing speed even at 1/3 power.
I'm gonna try to turn without losing too much altitude, so that's what I'm gonna focus. And this will be a very steep turn. Maximum bank, right so. and pull the nose up and probably add some power to keep her up in the air.
Third power, you're just a glider.
All right.
Actually flies normally at 1/3 power if you're approaching.
I'm trying to approach, not saying I'm super successful. There's the runway. Okay, let's try this again. There's a reason why I'm not a big fan of fighter jets. Right? You're coming down. Let's try this again.
Put myself on the runway so you have something to aim for.
See, I'm too high now. And there's no way this thing is gonna touch down. See, that's no. I mean, I'm not trying this again, guys. Sorry about that, but nope, I'm not trying it. I had enough of Darkstar. That was just something. Yeah, I mean, probably I have to plan, or at least have an approach displayed on that screen to follow it properly, because at that speeds it's hard to line up. I need to probably come a little bit more far away to align myself. I'm probably making that turns too close. Yep, next time we'll just go and fly a real aircraft, not a fighter jet. But sorry about that, guys. Yeah, sure, of course. Next segment, yeah, why not? I think we have done a very short trip of Rio, so let's just um, do a little bit better this time. And next week, let's fly VFR around Cape Time next week. Okay. Next week, yeah, and Kaan Budak is here. He's Turkish, so let me just respond to him in actually, we are streaming every Sunday, Kaan. Next one is going to be next Sunday at 2 p.m. It might be okay. It's still 9 p.m. in Turkey, so it should be fine. I'm not sure if you are in Turkey or somewhere else, but it's next week. We'll be here Sunday 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next time it's VFR, Cape Town. I don't know what I will fly, but if you wanna join, pick the GA aircraft or your choice and join us next Sunday at 2 p.m. Thank you guys. I'll see you next week. Have a nice week, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care. And greetings to Antalya, Khan.